Levi, you wanna go for a walk? Winston, you guys wanna go for a walk? Dramaduke, you wanna go for a walk? Katie, what do you got going on here?
That is my project because in 3 days it's lockdown and I will be trying to hatch out 164 eggs. So with that means I need to have places to put them. So this is my brooders and the cutout is to give it air supply and airflow so I can put a lid on it. And it'll be hardware cloth on the top. And that way a lamp, if I'm using a lamp, can go on top of it, or the heating, like the brooder plate will be inside of it.
So hardware cloth is gonna go and cover the hole?
Correct. Nice. So that way little chickies can't jump out, but I have to separate them enough so I can tell the difference between breeds. So tonight or tomorrow, I have to organize all my eggs in the trays that I want them to hatch out in so that I can tell the difference. Because once the egg is gone and the chicks are there, there's gonna be a couple of them that I'm gonna have no idea what egg they came out of. Mostly the olive eggers and the Easter eggers, because there's a lot of similar type chickens in those groups. So that is what that project is. And since it's a gorgeous day today, 60 degrees, and I have a couple hour break in between work because I'm working a super, super long day today because I have an evening appointment from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I'm gonna take a break, try to do some of that, and then
back to work.
Back to work.
One of our mulberry?
Persimmon?
Persimmon tree.
Persimmon tree
broke.
broke.
Them wrong. Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
I'm surprised it was producing anything because
it was pretty dead, wasn't it?
This one had some the first year that we were here.
Yeah.
There must be another one over there because Kinsley keeps eating them.
Yeah, that was Floyd's favorite tree, that one right there.
Yeah,
he would go and just stand underneath it and just eat and eat and eat. And then there was blackberries that used to be here, and he would come and eat and eat and eat. He loved this area. That's why it's one of the reasons we put him right there. And then also he passed away right here. So this area.
Is the chicken stuck in there or are they just bathing?
She's just laying there.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, she's just, yep, she's just dust bathing on the net.
It's toasty, isn't it, buddy? I didn't need this jacket.
Oh yeah, that jacket, definitely not. I put on this one because I figured we were gonna go down through the woods, and sometimes
once we're out of the sun.
Once we get out of the sun, it's gonna be a lot cooler.
So I want to talk to you about the ducks.
Are we going up to the pond?
We'll go up there really quick.
So that we can have very annoying quackheads?
We'll see what they're doing.
Oh,
They weren't annoying when I was up there this morning.
They were.
There's one of them.
Yeah, that's the one female. She's always out. I feed her in little piles to make sure she gets enough food, and then I put her in every night at dark. She doesn't. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be in there with 4 boys.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year. They're very frisky, those boys are.
All right.
And she's out too.
She's out. Okay, so here are our.
Oh, there they are.
These are the mallards, our mallards.
Yep.
There's another pair of mallards, male and female, at the pond, and the khaki Campbell's down at the pond.
Yep.
With them.
Mm-hmm.
So
she's probably confused. She's like, "Are you my buddies?"
Right. So I noticed that this morning because
we'd been looking for them.
Quacker and Jack, Quacker Jack. Quacker was up here. Jack was
down
not in the pond, but in the netting trying to get out. And then I noticed the 2 other mallards that aren't ours, 2 wild mallards, in the pond.
Which is very likely their mother and a different drake.
And so I got Quacker to fly into where Jack was, but Quacker decided to fly into the pond. And then the other male mallard that's not ours saw that and started going after her for mating purposes. And so Quacker flew out of the pond up to where Rooster Row is. By that time, that's where Jack was. And the other mallard was quickly following, trying to
be dominant boy.
Well, not to be dominatory, just to mount.
Well, that's what I mean.
Okay.
The dominant male. So drakes will be dominant and they'll fight over one. Because they typically keep the same partner for a season. if they have options.
So when the other mallard came up and was close to Jack chased it off, and it flew over to where they are. So they hang out on the northeast edge of the pond.
I think they have a nest.
They probably have a nest there, yeah.
Which,
yeah. So now we have 2 sets of wild mallards.
I would say one set. I think ours are pretty domesticated.
Yeah. Well, they'll stick around.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we have two sets of mallards. And yeah, we're thinking that is the original mom.
Yeah, because they typically return to the same place over and over if it's a place they felt safe at.
That's a nice oak tree. That's a really big oak tree right there.
Yep. It's like the ones at the front of our property. There's some really pretty ones. Actually, it's about on the same line. I wonder if there used to be a line of them.
Oh, it could be.
Because it's almost...
I know that some of the oak trees were mentioned in the deed of our property in terms of boundaries.
Boundary lines, yeah. I think that's so funny in the trying to determine property lines when it's trees.
Yeah.
And especially when trees fall is commonly, like that one's about to go.
Yeah, that one's...
we've had so many down trees.
Another nice oak tree.
I
like my oaks.
With the crazy winds that we get up here. Since you mentioned mulberry bush, or mulberry tree, even though that wasn't a mulberry tree, it was a persimmon.
Yeah, persimmon.
I went ahead and talked to the Food Forest Nursery, the group that we're getting our trees from, and looked to see if they had dwarf mulberries available. They do not. They're completely sold out of them already, which I kind of figured was the case. And that's okay. So I asked if there was any way we could swap it for some plum trees, because one, we never wanted trees. I mean, 20 foot was the tallest tree that we really wanted. We wanted dwarf to semi-dwarf. And so I reached out, and these plum trees are only about 10 to 12 feet tall and a lot smaller, but they produce well. Nice. And they're supposed to be really, adaptive to different soil types. So they should do well in our crazy soil. And they also are really good to help erosion. So I figured they'd be good ones to plant going down the hill. And anyway, he was totally fine with swapping those out for us. Even though our order's supposed to be here in a couple weeks, he was able to make that switch for us. So no more mulberry trees at all. We're gonna instead get a couple extra plum trees.
Nice.
A little bit more size appropriate for us. And a lot of you all mentioned, hey, you should go trim and prune those mulberry bushes. Y'all, those are like 50-foot mulberry bushes that we couldn't even possibly reach the bottom branches of, the ones that we have here on the property. Because people said, hey, to get them to fruit again, just prune them. And they're down by the creek. They're pretty far away. So we're probably not going to do that anytime soon or at all. I guess if we want mulberries, we'll look into the dwarf ones later down the road. Yeah. We'll let the birds continue to eat them, because I'm guessing they do fruit at some point, just we're not able to reach or access is probably a better way to say it.
Yeah. Get you a big old step ladder.
Yeah, like I mean, honestly, it'd be like getting to the top of the barn almost to even get to them.
Neither you nor I are doing that.
We don't do heights unless we absolutely have to. Neither of us are fans.
Yeah, especially not with the loppers or mini chainsaw or something like that in our hands to.
No sharp instruments. I shouldn't have anything sharp around me at any time.
That tree got split. I mean, it's been that way for a long time, but just whoosh. It's so nice right now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. There's hardly any bugs out. It's nice when the weather is this nice and it's not crazy bugs.
Yes.
Y'all just wait, it'll be about another month and then Nate will remind you how many bugs we have.
Oh, they know. That thing
I said remind.
Down.
I said remind.
I just want to rip that off. Take the tractor out here and just rip it down.
Yeah. Oh, just Kinsley May.
Just that side of the
Come on.
barn.
It's
But
not,
I'm not going to.
It's not structural.
No, it's not. But I ain't going to. Plenty of things to do. If I get a hair of...
No, there's a lot of other things that are much higher on the priority list.
Yeah. Yep. You want to go down to the creek?
I don't care. That barn ain't one of them.
No.
If anything, it'll be salvaging the gray barn.
Yep.
More so than this one.
Yep.
From proximity and also for usability.
Remind me to close that gate when we're coming back. We got a call from the neighbor this morning saying that Levi was past the gate and up at the top of the hill up there between our property lines where the fence is, staying on our side of the fence, but they don't need to come back here when we're not going for a walk. Nothing to protect back here necessarily. And since we do almost daily walks down here, they're spreading their scent plenty.
They're patrolling enough.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, there he goes.
So good weekend. I was able to get the farm sink dry fitted and got the support base created for it, and got some of the electrical work done in the island. Continue that today. Wired up the outlet for the dishwasher and for the
Incinerator.
disposal. Yeah, we have a disposal. So that was good. I keep forgetting to order the countertops.
Oh,
Make the deposit.
okay. I was gonna ask about that. I ordered lights
Good.
last night. So those will be here in 2 days.
Is that dining room and island?
And, yep. They're interesting. I went ahead and just said, let's try these. I figured they'd look good with a lot of different types of decor. So they're in that Sputnik variety. So one of them has 7 bulbs and the other one has 14 or 15 bulbs. So hopefully they're bright enough. And I think they can honestly, depending on how they hang, they could be interchangeable. Like I'm okay with either one being over either item area, I guess. Because originally I was looking very specifically for an over the dining room and over the living room, and then we decided no living room lights, just lamps. And then we realized our existing pendants for our island were not long enough and they weren't gonna work. So then we had to look into island ones. So just going with the flow.
You up for taking a walk to the river?
All the way to the river?
Yeah. Are you wearing appropriate attire for that?
I'm fine for that, yeah.
How much time do you have?
I'm fine for time. I brought my phone to remind myself. That's okay.
I didn't bring the gun though.
There's 2 of us. I'm loud.
You make a loud banging sound.
Hey, bear! I figure with 3 doggies and 2 humans, we should have some type of...
One of us just has to run faster than the other.
Well, I'm dead. So it was nice knowing y'all. If a bear's coming, you're gonna see him filming me getting attacked. Because he'll be like, oh!
And I'll make sure to post it. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yep, viral video coming up. Ow! See, I should not have sharp objects ever. I feel bad for Levi. Yesterday I was walking, tripped over myself like I often do, and spilt his food all over the place.
Aww.
Poor buddy. He was very appreciative. I was picking it up as he was eating and just putting it back in the bowl. I felt bad, but at least I didn't bite it and go face first. It's so nice. Like, this is when we really need to get like the tractor down here.
I know. I keep thinking that when I'm walking down here.
With the brush hog. First
hog
take a
and forks.
chainsaw.
Yeah, somebody with a chainsaw. The other person on the tractor with the forks and the bush hog.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can come, or you can go with the forklift and the chainsaw. We can start cutting and then I can follow with the bush hog.
Well, no, I'm saying the tractor has forks in the front and bush hog in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One tractor. I was thinking we both get a tractor.
No.
I mean, we can do that.
We could.
We can do dueling tractors.
We could.
I can pull you out when you get stuck.
That's true. You very well could.
Yeah, back when we were searching the property, come on, Kins, after all of the devastation for Helene, we were like, oh my gosh, if there was any rescue folks that had to come here, they wouldn't be able to get vehicles back here. So we're thinking we should probably clear it at some point in case that's ever something we really need to do. I don't know why we would absolutely have to have that, but. Man, so many down trees.
Yeah, we got a couple more trees that are leaning over the pathway too.
I love the waterfalls.
Me too.
I was so excited when I found out our property had waterfalls.
One day maybe we can take an air mattress down them.
Oh yes. I don't know if we've ever told folks that that's literally what we used to do camping, is we would take our air mattress when Nate and I would go camping, and we would, you know, get out on the water, whether it was the river, the lake, whatever, rapids, and we would get, not these dogs, this was before these dogs were alive, but it was my dogs when Nate and I first met, Ellie Mae and Nadia. And they'd get on the raft with us and we would just go. Yep. It was so much fun.
That one time when I was holding Nadia and she jumped off and so I jumped out and you kept going down the river.
Well, I had no way to stop.
Well, I know. You didn't even know that we fell out. You turned around after we stopped.
And I couldn't find you guys.
Like, wait, where'd you guys go?
Yeah, and I had Ellie and oh my goodness, I was like, where are they? And then I had the raft and a geriatric dog that was overweight trying to get her back on the crazy rock bank. That was an adventure. Never a dull moment.
No, it was not a dull moment.
We used to have some crazy adventures.
We still do. They're just a little bit more low energy.
He put a ring on it. He's not trying to impress me anymore.
Never was. Ow.
Ow.
Smacked myself in the face on that one.
It's sharp.
I want to show you a new little spot that I found.
We're in the low spot.
Yeah.
I think this used to be a pond or something. I don't know. It just
I was
seems.
thinking it was like a turnaround.
Yeah, from the road.
Uh-huh. Because there was just one way in, one way out.
Yeah, people come to the mill site to get their stuff and then turn around.
Yep. Now, we wouldn't be able to do this in the spring or summer. Nor would we want to.
I can hardly hear you, babe.
I'm talking to
Okay.
our viewers. I don't necessarily have the most direct path. I'll kind of zigzag a little bit.
Yeah, you're a bit all over the place.
I am.
I don't know where we're going.
General direction I am navigating towards.
All right.
Hey, Kinsley, you stay up here. Having fun?
Great. Exciting times. Oh, wow. Is this our property?
Yeah.
I'm like, are we still actually on our property?
We haven't crossed the fence yet.
Oh, do we have like really easy
Yep,
river access?
we do. Well,
I'm on a game trail right now.
yeah, you are. I was following it for a little while. I mean, relatively easier than anything we've seen before. Let's see, where did it go? Right here.
Kinsley's going down.
Kinsley, come on. Kinsley, you stay up here. Good girl.
Oh, the boys are down there.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Nope.
I didn't know that. Stay out of the water, please. That would not be good for you guys. Let's see, where's Levi? We're not going down there.
Hi, Winnie. Good boy.
Look how much devastation there is.
Do you see all of the shiny stuff? Like, I wonder what this is. It literally looks like glitter in the ground.
Is it glass?
I don't think so.
I mean, the water came all the way up here
Oh,
because this is all sand from the,
maybe it looks like silica or something. So maybe it's part of the sand. But yeah, see how shiny it is?
yeah, I mean, the water came all the way up here.
You see it?
I do.
Like it's
Kinsley, you stay here.
sparkly. Come on, pretty girl.
So-
oh, the junk cars.
The junk cars,
Yeah, I knew. You had told me about these. I just had never physically seen them.
yeah.
Too bad they're so torched. It'd be cool to pull them out. Make like a little chicken coop or a planter out of
Winston,
them.
what are you doing?
He's staring off. Oh yeah, the trees just got mowed over from the storm.
Yeah,
That's just so crazy to see how different the landscape looks.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and how, like you can see how
High it
high
went.
the water went up the banks.
Yep. And it just completely, because there was trees all the way down the banks on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, where Winston's standing, there's a bunch of sand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was a good 50 feet.
Wasn't there more than one car here?
There might have been.
I thought you said there was a pile of them.
Well, I mean, I saw it from a vantage point up there,
Oh.
so I don't know how much. But I think they were up higher. I think they were up here
I think so too.
because I was able to see them. Mm-hmm. And now they've been brought down to here from the flood.
That's crazy. And then all the big rocks. There's a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
You're being a good girl, Kinsley. What a good girl. Way to listen.
Yeah, pretty neat little.
Oh, did you find a stick? Oh, that's a good one.
I wonder where Levi went.
I don't know where Levi is. I don't think he went down there.
I don't think so either. It's actually pretty steep.
Yeah, it looks really steep over here. I saw this little piece, this middle piece.
Yeah, that little.
Yeah,
ramp
and so
right
it
there.
looked like it was just flat to the river, which
Yeah,
I was like,
it'd be like a boat ramp.
Yeah.
Almost. Until it gets right there, then it goes right straight down.
Winnie keeps looking across.
Yeah.
Do not try to go in the river, buddy.
Winston, no.
Come on, bud. Let's get away from the water. He doesn't need any ideas.
No.
Man,
It looks calm, but it ain't.
it's not. This is a very treacherous, a lot of people drowned in this river. It's
Yeah.
like a solid rock bottom, so there's little currents and riptides all throughout it.
Yeah, there's a lot of debris in this stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's what I noticed first was just how sparkly everything was.
Yeah,
And I guess
very,
it could
very
be some
sparkly.
glass and some other stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the spot. Winston, come on.
What is this?
Winston.
Come on, bud. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Kins.
Good boy. Go follow Mama.
Boys, girls, doggies. Come on, Kins. Hi. Oh, good boy.
Come on, Levi, let's go, buddy. He's over there. Come on. Oh, what a good boy. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Let's go to the creek and get you some water. Come on, let's go. We got good doggies.
Oh, what a good boy. Oh, the good boys. Hi, boys. Oh, the good job. Oh, the good job. All right, lead Mama back. How do I get out of here?
Up.
Up.
Up and to the left.
I don't know. I think I like Winston's approach better. Ooh, it's bright. There we go.
It's so peaceful back here without all of the foliage. It's real thick.
Yeah.
Over here.
And then I just heard a car.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think from the road up there. But yeah, that's one thing that we really liked about this place was back here, like, because the river is so shallow. I mean, it's not a swimming river. It's a fishing river. But most people just kayak on it. So it's super peaceful and super quiet. If we ever did want to build all the way back here, it'd be super, super peaceful.
It would be peaceful.
You would be, you would feel like you had nobody around you.
Very secluded, yeah.
Yeah, like it'd be the most private, even though really it's not that far, but pretty cool.
Come on, Pop, let's go. Anything else, love?
No, we did. You talked about what we did this weekend, right?
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah, I just cooked and made chili. And
good chili. Plenty of leftovers to go in the freezer.
Yep.
To feed me for the next few days.
I made 2 batches, one for him and one for me. Mine's a vegetarian chili and his is a pork chili. And then, yeah, just been getting so many orders this weekend. It got super busy for the chicken business. I have, I was telling Nate, it's like we had all of last year, I think I sold 100 and maybe 220 birds, I think. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, I have 164 hatching out, hopefully, in this batch. I have confirmed orders for 140 of those.
Wow. And
my second batch that is in March also, that'll hatch out March 25th. I have 130 confirmed chicks. So I will, in the month of March, almost equal the amount of birds that I sold all year last year.
That's great.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It has just exponentially grown.
I think people want eggs. They want access to eggs.
Yeah. So it's taken a little bit more of educating folks that have never had chickens before. Which ones they should, what is your setup? First off, are you equipped to have babies? Meaning, do you actually want to do a brooder and have chicks inside your house for 6 weeks? That's cool. It looks like an old milk jug.
And some metal right there too.
Yeah.
Random.
So yeah, it'll be good. I really wish we would have been able to make the chicken hatchery work, but my temporary location will work okay. The hardest thing is just coordinating pickups.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be harder than making sure.
You're gonna go up that way?
I'm gonna go this way. It hurts my back too much to bend over that far. Yeah, to make sure all of the orders are filled with the right birds that they requested. And all of that will be simple compared to having to coordinate 20 or so people coming to pick up baby chicks.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna wanna come as soon as they hatch or on the weekend. So I'll have to use my management skills.
So just for reference where we are, this is the old mill site. This is where the big rock foundation is, right down there, and this big giant oak tree fell from across the river, creek, excuse me, right on top of it, but it still stands very steady and stout. And this is our climbing rope to get down there.
Yep, this was our access point.
Yep. I was down there exploring the other day.
Are the banks not as horrible to walk on now?
No, they dried off like
Oh,
what
good.
like what we were just on. They don't sink in 3 feet of mud.
Yeah, it was so difficult to walk back there, down there, because from the flooding and just all of the mud that washed up.
I wonder how many more years it's going to be before this is inaccessible because of all this bamboo. This.
I mean, this really hasn't increased that much since we've been here. I'm wondering if it gets eaten off every year by animals and bugs and stuff.
Go get some water, Levi. Do what your brother's doing. All right, anything else, love?
Winston's up there. Levi's, you were backwards.
Water, yeah.
I was like, what your brother's doing? He's standing on the trail. Nope, I think we're good. It's probably a very long video of us walking.
32 minutes.
Yeah. Extra scenic today.
Yep.